Good morning, everybody. It's Monday. Hope you guys getting your cardio in, getting ready to go to work, taking care of your kids, getting them situated. You guys have a blessed one. This video here is another video for my beginners, for my people just getting into the gym, for my people just starting their weight loss journey, my obese people. I know where you guys were at. I was there. I know sometimes when we go to the gym, we don't have a coach or nothing, and we're kind of like clueless, a little embarrassed, a little shy. We don't want people looking at us, making us think that, oh, we're doing something wrong. Yeah, I know that feeling. But that should not be a reason to not do it. So if you're just starting off, I'm gonna go ahead and give you some tips on how to start training if you do not have a coach. Some of the things that you wanna do to prepare yourself. Now, when you start, you shouldn't be, doing a whole bunch of muscle groups at once, doing whole body every day, or just doing all strictly cardio until you're so-called ready to lift weights, which I've heard a lot of coaches tell, or a lot of trainers, I've heard a lot of trainers tell their clients that, oh no, we're just gonna do a lot of cardio first so that you can lose weight, but very little weights included. That's not the way to go. That's a formula for loose skin. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. So you really want to start off with one muscle group a day. Why? So that you can have sufficient time to recover that muscle group. This is an example split for a newbie. But this is what you would do before the split. For example, you plan out the split. You're gonna say, okay, Monday, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do quads, the front part of my legs. It's always good to split your legs into 2 days. Because there's two different muscle groups. Though it may be one leg, but there are some parts that function while the others don't. And there are some parts that function more. You get what I'm saying? So it's good to split them. It'll be like Monday, we're gonna go ahead and do legs, right? And then Tuesday, we're gonna do something like back. Wednesday, we're gonna do chest. Thursday, now we've had about 2 days down for our legs to rest. We're gonna come back and do legs again, probably the back part, hamstrings and our glutes. Friday is gonna be a day where we hit the accessory muscles. We're gonna do biceps, triceps, we're gonna do shoulders. And Saturday could be a day where you just make it a light day where you're doing abs and cardio. Now just because you're doing abs and cardio Saturday doesn't mean you don't do cardio throughout the other days. The other days you do cardio as well. Light 20, or if you can handle it, 30 minutes post working out would be the ideal cardio. You don't wanna do cardio every day, just starting off, no. If you're gonna train 5 to 6 days a week, you're gonna do cardio maybe 3 or 4 days a week. Giving the other days, giving yourself more time to recover on the other days. Because you have to understand, cardio is stressful on the body. Excessive cardio is stressful on the body. Excessive weights is stressful on the body. Anything on the excess is stressful on the body. So now that you put the split together, right? What you wanna do is, the night before, write down the workouts that you're gonna do. Go on YouTube. I'm not saying you go on YouTube to get a whole routine, no. You can go on YouTube or Google top 6 workouts for quads. Top 6 workouts for quads now. And you pick 2 or 3 workouts. You're just starting off now, you're not advanced. You pick 2 or 3 workouts, or you can even pick up to 4 workouts for quads. These are all gonna be straight sets. You pick the workouts, you write them down, you pick the workouts, you write them down, you pick the workouts, you write them down, and be real with yourself. You know your level of fitness, you know how long it's been since you've been in the gym, so you're not gonna give yourself 5 sets, 20 reps starting off. Like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do that to yourself? No. You're going to give yourself something that's gonna make you work, but at the same time, keep enough in the tank so that you can keep working. So example, you'll probably start off with anywhere between 3 to 4 sets. And you can have a rep range anywhere from 10 to 20, depending on the weight and depending on your experience level. So you have these 4 workouts that you're gonna do for leg day. You put the sets down the day before. Now, you're gonna go ahead and take care of all that. Am I doing it right? Fear. Jump on YouTube. How to do squat on Smith machine. You get what I'm saying? Watch the video. Don't go look for a routine. I'm telling you guys, do not do that. Watch the video. Okay, a squat is done like that. Okay, my legs should be like that. Okay, my back should be like that. Okay, boom. Watch it a few times to get the idea. Okay, then you do the same thing for the next 2 to 3 exercises that you're gonna be doing. Just get a visual of how you're supposed to do them, of how your back is supposed to be lined up, how your hips and knees are supposed to be angled. Once you have that down, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable the next day. Why? Because you already have a plan and you already wrote it down. You already know what you're gonna do, so you're just gonna go in. You can even write this on your phone. Go in, okay, Monday's workout, we're gonna do quads. We're gonna start off with some walking lunges. We're gonna do it with no weight. Then we're gonna go to the leg press. We're gonna do about 3 or 4 sets, 12 reps. We're not gonna give ourselves too much rest. You want to take into consideration all of these things. Why? You don't have a coach, so you have to be your own coach. You have to be on top of yourself. Excuse me, Carter's getting a little intense now. You gotta be on top of yourself. So you have these things written down, you know what you're gonna go do. You go in, you do them. You don't worry about who's looking at you. Now, if someone comes and gives you constructive criticism, you take it like, hey brother, I noticed you're doing this workout, your back could be a little straight. Thank you, no problem. They're not telling you nothing bad, they're just helping you out. Now, if people are making fun of you, laughing, fuck them. That's them. Because with time and consistency, you're probably gonna have the last laugh. I had people laughing at me when I started. I had people looking at me like, oh, look at this fat boy, what he's gonna do here? They see me doing my jumping jacks, they see me doing weights, and they just, you know, they never really paid attention to me. A year and change in, oh no, he's just on gear. He's just on steroids. Like, I was still kind of fat. I don't know what they thought I was on steroids for. It's just the discipline. So don't worry about those people who are gonna laugh at you, look at you bad, because you never know what's under there. And you'll never find out if you don't keep going. So back to the topic. So you finish your routine, you go home. You recover, you eat. You don't go home and do a whole bunch of chores, because once you learn this concept, everything can be a lot easier. Recover, train, which is break the body apart, recover again. You grow, that's it. You rest, then you break yourself down, and then you rest again, and then you grow, that's it. Those specific aspects become a little bit challenging as you go along if you lack knowledge, you know what I'm saying? But those are the basics. Break yourself down, rest, recover. Break yourself down, rest, recover, which is eat, sleep, try to take care of mental stress, take care of yourself. You go do your nails, go do your feet, spa day, go out with the kids, go out to eat with the family. Just because you go out to eat with the family and you're on a diet does not mean you're messing yourself up. You just have to be smart on what you choose to eat. That's it. Of course, you're going to go to a restaurant where that doesn't have healthy food, but you can still make a better decision. You know what I'm saying? You can still make a better decision. Everybody's getting nachos, and then they're going to order their main meal. You don't eat the nachos. You just order your ribs with a little bit of rice. Everybody's getting mojitos. You get a lemon juice with some Splenda or something, or you get some water. You know what I'm saying? Or you can bring your own little Gatorade, but you don't drink the whole Gatorade, that's a lot of calories. Just drink a little bit so you can feel like you're having fun with everybody. All these help you stay on track. Decisions, how you make them, they help you stay on track. This video is going on about 10 minutes now. I want to cut it short. I don't want to bore you guys too much. But for my beginners out there, just plan out your workouts. Look at them the day before on YouTube. Write down your weights and sets, and that's how you're going to get your rhythm. Now, after 2 or 3 weeks of doing this, even a month of doing this, if you feel like, damn, I need to go further, then you can either go get a coach, start looking for routines for beginners so you can switch it up. But make sure it's a beginner routine, it's an intermediate routine. Don't go get Ulysses' Cobra back routine that he did last week. He's been training for 20 years. And you about to come here and try to do a Cobra back, and bro, you won't even be able to walk the next day. You'll be like this. Oh my gosh. You try to bend down, tie your shoe, you won't even feel your shoulder blade. But yeah, stay in your lane. Intermediate, beginner, you know, advanced. Just stay in your lane, people. But I'm about to let y'all go. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm gonna finish this cardio. Any questions? You want a coach now, you don't want to go through the headaches, shoot me a DM, write me a message. Let's talk. We'll talk about your goals, talk about what you're trying to get done. On the next video, make sure you turn on your notifications, please. I'm going to talk about what you should expect from a coach, how working with a coach should be, the questions he should be asking you, and at the same time the questions you should be asking him, how check-in should be, how monitoring should be. A lot of people have that misconstrued. They get a coach, they pay for a program, and they're like, am I gonna follow this forever? Or they start asking for updates every week. I'm gonna break it down to you guys, how we're supposed to be working with a coach. You guys have a blessed one.